awesome. I mean, Leonard Bernstein. You can't go wrong with Leonard Bernstein. God, all the ones that Jeremy said. I really like Stephen Sondheim, so I really like. Yeah, right. Jeremy's like
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods. I was gonna. God.
I love it. Do you know they're making a
Mine,
movie
you
of
just
Into
took
the Woods?
another one from me.
No, do you know they're making a movie of Into the Woods?
Really?
Yeah, with Chris Pine and Anna Kendrick and some other people.
I could get behind that. I
Yeah.
love Into the Woods. I love Sweeney Todd, of course. That's kind of nice. I really love Sunday in the Park with George, though.
I've never seen
The one about the painter, Sarah, and his model, and his generational. It's really weird and experimental, even for Sondheim, but I love it. The music is great. The music is great. Check it out. Check it out.
Will.
Everyone, go watch or listen to, rather, Sunday in the Park with George. Become better people.
I need to see some musicals.
You should watch Mamma
We'll talk.
Mia.
We'll talk. We'll have a musical party in one of our hotel rooms this weekend. We'll just like watch. a bunch
Can
of
we
them.
really?
There we go. Right.
Musical marathon.
He's so good.
I recommend
What's yours? What's yours?
Phantom the Opera because I just saw it this week.
Phantom
But I like Mamma Mia. That's a pretty good
Mamma
one.
Mia's good.
I just saw the movie and that's it. So I should
yeah.
probably see on Broadway, maybe.
It's pretty awesome.
That's about it.
Sweet.
Well, good for you.
Nice.
Good for you. Thank you for your question, love.
You're a good man. Charlie Brown's cute as well. I'm going to be on musical track all day today.
Hi, thank you guys for coming. I have a scenario question. If you were in a horror movie, what's the 2 characters that you voice that you would take with you in a horror movie?
Well, okay. I want to make sure I understood the question correctly. What are the 2 characters we voiced that would take you to a horror movie?
No, if you were in a horror movie, what's the 2 characters you would take with you? So, like, say you would be like, you're the one that's gonna die first. You're the one that's coming with me.
Oh, so
okay.
Okay, so the human shield and.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm following you. I thought, well, who would take you to a horror movie?
Do you want to go first?
I don't know. No. Yeah. I guess I will. I might as well. I would probably take Isaac from Bacano. Because he would make wonderful bait. And he can't really die, so I wouldn't feel bad. Like, he'll come back. And then probably Sebastian, because... Oh my God, I really should start warning you all before I say anything Black Butler related. I'll be like, oh, everyone cover your ears. I would take Sebastian, because, like, everyone would be... I mean, like, what's the horror movie villain got that Sebastian ain't got, right? Sebastian would be like, I've got this, Jason Voorhees. Excuse me, just a moment. Done. It's now a romantic comedy.
I would take Rin Okumura from Blue Exorcist.
Good choice.
Because if it was dark, he could light everything up so I could see who's coming, and he would offer a little protection. Also, I would take Henry from Fire Emblem. He's in love with blood, so if someone got killed, he would go and be the shield and get killed next and just be like, yay, blood!
Well, there's a couple ways that I'm thinking of going, but I would probably take Lizzie from Black Butler, because I know that with her high-pitched nature of things, she would probably annoy any ghosts and they just like back off. She's also really cute, so they can't really attack an adorable little creature.
Mainly just so they don't want to hear her scream.
Exactly. Either way, I win. Or I would take Gage from Borderlands 2. Because like with a giant like arm of metal and awesome science-ness.
Awesome science.
I don't know how you can fight that. Or Shijima from Nabari because she's immortal, so obviously. And she bites people, which is a win-win.
Thank you. Really, really cute dress.
Awesome science-ness.
Awesome science-ness.
I'm
That
sorry, I
needs
think
to
the
be a
line
t-shirt.
in the actual game was like science, I'm a woman of science and ass kickery. But
That's kickery?
yeah,
Another great word.
not children's beverages like hot chocolate, but I love hot chocolate.
All right, random,
facts.
love you.
All right,
Hello,
first
Sam.
off, another movie you should watch is Guys and Dolls. Good music.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
good
Guys
choice.
and Dolls. Guys and
So that's one
Dolls.
for you because obviously they've seen it.
Okay.
Second off, can we just hear that really popular phrase from Sebastian? Everyone's been
Which
waiting.
of the 5? He's like, can you say this? Can you say this? Can you say this? Okay, I'll say the line. Okay, cover your ears. Just warning you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This happens. I really wish this stuff worked outside of conventions in real life.
I know.
It doesn't. They just look at me like, the hell is wrong with you? But here I can say, well, after all, I'm simply one hell of a butler. You do know he wants to eat your soul, right?
That's
Okay.
what makes it better.
Take my soul. I'm not using
Take
it.
everything. Just say the line. That should be my alarm, Tatum. Depending on the day, I'm either gonna spring out of bed or I'll just be like, okay.
How did I get here?
Hi, this is for Bryce. I want to say it's a great honor to have you, and you are a part of my childhood.
Awesome. Awesome.
I was wondering, how did you feel playing the role of Asbelon from Tales of Grace? And can you say, "I love you, Richard. Will you be with me"?
Sam gets the camera.
I love where this is going. I love everything about this.
You don't understand how many Richard jokes happen during recording, by the way. Playing Asbel was amazing. I had tons and tons of lines through a Tales game because Tales games are massive. And it was my first Tales game that I was a part of, and it was just exciting to play the lead and to play that character. You want me to say, "I love you, Richard"?
Will you be with me?
You ready for this?
No, I think Sam's ready. Hold on. Sam, get the camera ready.
Is everyone?
All right, is everybody rolling? And action.
I love you, Richard. Will you be with me?
Brent, check the games. That was perfect. Love it.
Thank you. Here comes YouTube.
It's just gonna be that line.
Welcome to my
No
life.
context.
Just that line.
Everybody's gonna be like, who's Richard?
On repeat. Just a vine of that.
Why didn't I get my camera out? Man,
Damn it.
always.
Hello.
Hello. I've got 2 questions, one for you specifically.
You're like, one for you? like one for
But
you?
my
Why did
general-
you screw up my childhood?
Oh no, you enriched my childhood, man.
Oh, what a perfectly healthy human being you're going to grow up to be.
Okay, but my general question is, if you could go on a date with anyone you have voiced or anyone in the show that you voiced, who would it be? Where would you take them and why?
Look at me acting like I haven't thought about this before.
Haven't you been asked this question before? I think on the one panel that I was on with you, I think someone asked you this question.
Yeah, and it changes every time because I've played a lot of really hot characters. Not made of stone. I'd have to like do a speed dating thing with 5 minutes with Sebastian, 4 minutes with Kyoya, 10 minutes with Scar because it would take that long to get him to say things. I don't know. I think, I'm gonna go with Isaac because Isaac is cute, but he's crazy. He's so much fun to be around. He's a big, dunderheaded immortal who just loves to go things like, let's go rob a liquor store, and that's in tux and tails. Because why not? It's Friday. And I love being around people like that have just this crazy sense of adventure. Like we would probably end up in a roller rink somewhere, skating to like opera. Right after we robbed a candy store or something, because that's the kind of thing Isaac would do. Someone's over there going, what? But yeah, I would have to go with Isaac. I would date Isaac just because that would be probably the most interesting date of my life.
Awesome.
Nice.
Golf clap.
I would pick Maso Mikita from Durarara. Just because I'd want him to pick me up. Because it would be kind of interesting to hear his cheesy pickup line. And I'd let him choose a place because it would also be interesting. Yeah.
I would pick Shunpei from Oedo Rocket, and if you haven't seen that show, he has a melon head. He looks like he has a giant cantaloupe on his head. Or honeydew, rather, sorry. But he's totally into math, and he gets turned on by math and pretty girls. And just watching him get all starry-eyed, I would, he does this with every girl. So I know that it would happen with me because I am a girl, so it really doesn't matter. But I would feel so good about myself, just letting him stumble and be awkward. I would be like, I'm a beautiful princess, thank you, Shunpei. And I would like to know, I would let him pick because I would like to know where a math genius would like to take me on a date. I think it would be fun. To the classroom, and we'll learn algebra.
To a cornfield to do long division.
That sounds
It's
magical.
not a euphemism, oh my god. Maybe it is, you don't know.
It's not a euphemism.
Who would you date? Come on, who would you date? You're like, I don't know. God, it's tough answering questions, isn't it?
It's between Sebastian and France.
Really? You would go on a date with France?
Hell yes!
Well, if you go on a date with France, my love, you will need to get yourself checked. Just to be
He's a
perfectly
romantic
safe.
guy. You should know
You'd probably
this.
end up with
You
Dutch Elm's disease. If it's France. Just because France is not picky. As we all know. But, yeah.
But my specific question, if it's not too much to ask, would you possibly call my girlfriend and wish her a good day? And just say hello?
Oh,
She
well, I
couldn't-
mean, I
if
would.
maybe not
but
right now, maybe after.
Maybe at some point, maybe at some point during the
It's
con.
just she moved recently to North Dakota, and I miss her a whole lot. So
I will totally, come and find me or something between panels, and we'll totally do it there. I don't want to do it now just because nothing halts a panel. Hang on just for a second.
yeah, I know.
But yeah, totally find me, and we'll do it. We'll do it at some point this week.
Thank you
and I would
very
love to
much.
do
It
that.
mean a whole lot to me and her.
So cute. Oh dear.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
I see a mad scientist.
Yes. Okay, I'd like to ask, all three of you happen to have an accomplished knowledge, command of the English language when you happen to be performing different voiceovers, or even when you're doing panels or off panels when you're talking to different people. I'd like to ask, what do you have to do, or what do you do on a regular basis to keep yourself able to communicate with other people in such a fluent and interesting manner, going off on different tangents and whatnot in order to keep the conversation flowing?
It's a really damn good question. I wish I knew what the hell I did.
I just talk to the point that it annoys other people. I hate awkward silence. So I've been told I'm a really good first date because the guy, my fiance told me I never had to worry about anything because you just talked the whole time. Because I didn't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, so I'll just keep talking. But I think that's why I say I'm a good first date. But subsequent dates, I think I'd probably get super annoying. Because I just keep talking. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I don't know. No, I mean, why are you looking at me?
Because I feel like you're the master. You would know the right answer. I just want validation.
Honey, you'd be a great 6th, 7th, and 8th date. I don't know. You've been on the same date now for how many years? You must be doing
true.
something right.
That's true.
Oh, should I start talking?
I teach martial arts to kids, so it's kind of cool. I mean, you have to kind of make sense when you're talking to them, and sometimes you have to be creative to show them certain moves. So it kind of keeps me sharp. I don't know, and I'm a good first date also.
I bet you are. Oh God. The truth is I didn't talk a lot when I was a kid because I had a really bad stutter. I know, right? I've been making up for lost time ever since. But I got into books. I read constantly. I'm very much a lit nerd. So everyone's like, yay, books. It's like the internet made out of trees. I read constantly. I mean, I find that I have to because when I was a kid, I didn't make friends very easily because I was very awkward and I stuttered and whatnot. And so being able to, get to know people through books, they kind of, I guess it made up, they were sort of the substitutes for the flesh and blood friends I wasn't always very good at making. So, but it built up a really good habit. Like once I sort of began to talk and whatnot, I found that, reading books it filled my head with ideas for conversation starters, or, I might find a witty turn of phrase, here or there. And so, I mean, most of the things out of my mouth at any given moment are completely ripped off of some work of literature that no one else has heard of. So it's great. My is just to have a huge library at your disposal. That and you have to kind of, am I right? You just have to not really give a damn what the other person thinks.
Absolutely.
And hope that you're either going to like what I'm doing or you're not, and if you don't, screw you on to the next. And you do just kind of have to be like, and you ask questions. I mean, like the question you just asked, that was a really good conversation starter. You got all three of us going, ba, 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 ba. So, I mean, if you're in a conversation with someone, especially meeting someone for the first time, you have to, ask questions, tell a little something about yourself to kind of give them an idea of how to frame their response. I mean, it's just, and then ideally they'll give you something to riff on, and it's just how the ball keeps it rolling. It's a lot easier than you think. You just have to put yourself out there for that first moment and, be vulnerable for a little bit, and then after that you suddenly make a new friend.
Yeah, I'm just doing my own creative sort of writing, so I'm trying to implement something whereby it would incorporate some sort of interest into the character. Something to make some sort of characterization, make that particular character interesting. I'm saying myself over and over and over. But thank you.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's a very good question. Thank you.
I have a question for Mr. Tatum, and I'm actually going to
Mr. Tatum, I love this.
I'm gonna...
Did you do your homework? I do feel like a teacher when people call me Mr. Tatum, but please go on.
I'm going to be putting you on the spot with a very difficult question.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, you're going to ask me
Difficult
to spout out the number pi to the 8th decimal point or something?
Now, being that you are a huge Doctor Who fan...
Bring it. You don't scare me. You don't scare me.
It's like lightning round.
If Sebastian was ordered to, could he kill the Doctor?
I hate you. Hey, rules are rules. If Sebastian was in a contract and the person in the contract with him, like CL said, kill the Doctor, Sebastian would have to kill the Doctor. However, I also think that he would deeply regret it, but he would do it. But I mean, it's the Doctor, he'll come back. Sebastian will be like, all right. And how cool would that be, actually? I wanted someone to do it like a crossover fan fiction where the Doctor regenerates because Sebastian kills him. And that is how the Doctor becomes a ginger.